Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me? Audio Chuck, Adam, good morning. Safe, good morning. Is the audio clear? Yep. Okay, well, thank you. Can hear, appreciate it. How's my hand? Thank you for asking first. And second, it's healing, but I would think it's healing fast, but you know, in the morning when I wake up, I feel the pain, so I have to kind of take. Well, I don't have to, but I can take a leave just to kind of soothe things out. And I'm taking antibiotics because of the how deep of a hole I have in my hand. Just don't want to get infection. So the hand is turning black and blue in different spots, but I think overall we're heading toward to the right direction, in the right direction. Just gotta learn from this experience and kind of move on. What happened? Safe. I was doing archery, and one of the arrows broke off and lodged itself in my left hand and left a 2-inch gash in it. Hole, actually. Yeah. Sunday. This last Sunday. I don't want to show you the pictures, man. It would make you. I don't know, man. I don't want to start the day showing gruesome pictures to people. But I mean, if I'll just flash it for you because you didn't see it, and I'll give you the mild one very quickly. Here you go. That's the one. That's what I mean. People are making fun of me. It's like, man, at least your bow is tuned. Your you shot yourself with a perfect bullet hole. Yeah, I'm Holy George. Yes, I am. Yeah, I'll be all right. Safe. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So hopefully well, not hopefully, but I feel I'm going to be stronger because of that experience. I tell you what, one thing I did is I went to this place called Archery Talk, and I showed everybody basically, or basically made a post there, and I just told people exactly my experience. And here you go. And that post on on uh, on Archery Talk became viral. Can I explain to people what happened, all that stuff? And all these people learned about what happened, how to avoid it, and how to learn from it along with me. And that thing literally became viral in Archery Talk because nobody wants to go through that experience like I did. So they're like, okay, what did you do? What happened? How did the arrow break? And how can I not do this to myself? And so if something kind of bad happens and you could learn from it, then you can help other people to learn from it so they don't experience the same thing. Then that's a win-win across the board for everybody. That's how I kind of think of it. So there's a lot of good that came out of that experience. How, no matter how traumatic it is, at least for me, at least somebody kind of, I learned from it, other people learning from it, so it's a win-win across the board. All right, so we have a little bit of time here before the cash market open, and I'm just gonna share with you guys what happened yesterday. Good morning, Ken. How are you? All right, here we go. All right, so we closed. Um, another good part, safe, is I'm glad I didn't shoot my right hand because my right hand is my trading hand. So at least I shot my left one, and now I can be okay with trading. A lot better, Ken. A lot better, man. Every day is a blessing. Every day is a reminder that health is wealth, and I'm marching on. So speaking of marching on, so yesterday we finished the room and the stream at basically around 11 o'clock, and we had this trade, and we ended up closing the room at $5,000. Then, uh, and then around 2 o'clock, I started to operate again and kind of ran it up from 5 grand all the way to 18. So I added 13 grand to it. Uh, Small trades, the majority of them, but toward the end of the day and the close of the day, the last 15 minutes, kind of ramped it up. And I'll show you what really triggered me to go a little bit heavier and then kind of cashing in on some of the movements that the market was doing. And if you look at this, I'm gonna just simply point to it, and people in the room that been trading with me know what that looks like. So you tell me, safe, what that is. Captain and what? There's a captain. I know captain setups are our friends, but what else is associated with it? It's a captain setup with a switch, and that is the 200 NT Rinko. I mean, I saw that. I was like, okay, I don't care what you guys are doing. I'm going to be loading up the boat, and I'm going to be aggressive with size into the close because that type of behavior is very strong for 1 to 2 candles at a minimum. And sometimes you get huge uh, reaction to the market from there. So that's literally the catalyst that got me uh, into these type of trades that I ended up getting into here. And some of them I took a little bit of heat, but I was like, yeah, okay, well, I've been here before. I've seen this type of be trading and or that uh, type of structure, and I'm gonna go for it. So I'll show you what that looks like very quickly, trade wise. Yeah, Yeah, so yeah, I got in here long, 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 sold here, and then I got long here, sold there, and that was a continuation trade. And those are the last two trades, and there's one before that. So that was the $4,000 trade was that one. One here, one here, one here, and I sold up here. And let's see if I can find the other one. There's a 20 contract trade. Yeah, here we go. Bought, and sold up there. That was a 2 grand trade in that one. Then bought here, sold up here. That was a $1,600 trade. Shorted here, covered there. And it was just they was just giving money away yesterday. So that is how we ended up getting up to from 5 grand, which you all saw that in the stream and the room, to 18. Now for the week, we're up to 38,294, and those are the days. Was 1,600, 3 grand, 15 grand, 18 grand. We're running at 78%. The majority of the money is made in the long side, surprisingly. But shorts are making money too. More accurate in my shorts than longs just due to the market environment. And these are the metrics of it. We're running at a factor of 8.25 and a ratio win to loss of 2.23. And it's just a winner across the board. Oh, time frame. Okay, yeah. Let me get to it here. I'll do it in an hour. So in the hourly, so we're making money 8, 9, 10 o'clock. I'm losing money. Okay, so that from 9 to 10. All right. Then 11, basically, we're making a bunch of money. Then uh, the last couple of hours of the day is really truly where some of the money is making. And I think partly, uh, typically, if I look at all my data, I'm making the most amount of money like between 9 and 10 and 9 and 11. And I'm making a little bit of money between like 1 and 2 into the close. It just lately I'm trying to avoid trading too actively in the morning because how wild the price action is, and I'm just kind of learning the process, learning the not learning the process, but learning the people who are trading, getting in tune with my read, and then uh, I usually don't trade that much in the afternoon. I usually just make it happen in the morning and I'll be done. But so 8:25, let's just read what the market is doing right now and get going on our Friday. What is my objective for the day? My objective is to be hyper focused and be selective early on, and then put on a couple of good trades and finish the week on an up mode. We're in it to win it, so let's do it. And you know what time it is. It is party time, right? So we got that reaction. The market is really teetering on the edge right now around the 12,700, which means that we need to kind of burst Well, we don't need to, but the market can burst lower here in a significant way and continue and flush this rotation that we are in. So Globex is at 896.50. So a reversal up there can start to get us to dig into this massive reversal day. So the longs are going to struggle, or they're struggling quite obviously here, but there are pockets of, excuse me, there's pockets of buy interest that we cannot ignore. I should be outweighing my trading into the short side, but cannot ignore the buy pockets that the market is producing. So we know where Globex is at. Just let's get that number again for everybody. 896. So look at 896 as a pivot point. If we trade above it, then the market is gonna pick up a bid. But look what it's going against here. A captain set up short on the 100 NT Rinko that the market confirmed and had a follow through to target number 2. So that level right here is going to be a great and huge resistance to any price action coming up to it. So I am going to be very cautious of rallies coming into that level, and I will, if the market break that level into 12,900, then that changes the whole dynamics of price action that we're seeing right now. Okay. All right, we got 2 minutes. The 100 NT Renko and the 200 NT Renko are out of sync. So that's the 100, and this is the 200. So in an environment like this, when the market is out of sync, I'm pretty much on the sideline waiting for it to get back in sync. And when would that happen here? It will happen here if this price action breaks back down to 720. And the market can run up a little bit here, which it looks like it's about to. And if it does that, then that shifts the close of the candle to 733 and going forward from there. All right, guys, stay focused, stay disciplined, and let's get this party started, and let's make some money and enjoy the journey together today. All right, guys. So if we break, and it's 745, 745. Here we go. We should be breaking 745. If we break that level, which we just did, then the market is back in sync on the short side, and we are looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity, but we need to see a new and fresh transitional zone as a reason for us to. Yeah, I mean they're putting the captain setup switch trade right here. That's a long behavior. Okay, man, they're all over the place. Yeah, so that is a reason for me not to participate, because now I'm looking at another break to 45 in order for me to be interested in any shorts, and we're not there on the long side yet. We need to go all the way up to 811. So in a market that looks like this, I am a patient man, and I will watch and learn from this market. All right. I mean, if they close that 45, that would be a captain setup on the 100 NT Rinko. They already put a captain setup short on the 50 NT Rinko. So, I mean, we're getting some signs that the market wants to push lower here, but we have to see it. We have to see the 46 happen and go from there. Okay. And we're very close. 46. Come on. Here we go. Yep. So they did it. So captain set up short on the 100 NT Rinko. We're looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity right here. But we need to see another transitional zone coming in. So they flushed this low. Man, look at that. Good morning, Yanis. Good morning, Adam. Good morning, Brian. Brian, Ozzy Brian, and Brian Stone. Good morning, Gary. How are you, buddy? Good morning, Safe. Good morning, Ken. Good morning, Randolph. How are you? Good morning, Polly. All right, so I mean they're doing the flush dance here. I mean, I an aggressive play by me was just to kind of get in at that 42. Oh, good for you, Adam. Well, I mean, you did the aggressive thing and just jumped in. 45 points. Good for you, man. All right. So what that signal was, captain set up short on the 100 NT Rinko. So right when the 42 happened, the market on the 200 and the 100 were in sync. Plus, add to it this little beauty, captain set up short on the 50 NT Rinko, and basically the market was telling us a story, and the story is to go short. We just need an opportunity to jump in here. All right, so another rotation down. We just need to see if we can get a switch trade here. Target number 4 is 682. Target number 5 is 650. Oh, yeah. So the spear trade is what worked here. Yeah, I know. I saw that. Yanis. It's okay. I mean, we understand what they're doing. Here we go. Target number 5. I mean, that's just another beauty. This market is short. I may want to. I mean, if the market is telling me, uh, take the spear trades, I just should take the spear trades. And just basically just be comfortable of adding to it if it bounces back to like the 707 and then the 717. That's what I would have to do if I take on a spear trade. But good morning, Sheila. How are you? Good morning. So let's take a quick look at ES. ES, the same concept. I don't know why my charts look like this. Here we go. Here we go. All right. ES, look at this beauty right here. Captain set up short, switch trade, and off you go for a massive move. Short rallies are shortable. Target number 4, 88 half, 78 half is target number 5. And they are dumping this thing like somebody slapped their mama. That's what's going on right here. Oh, yeah. Be short or stay out of the way. Don't get cute with this market. Don't try to think you can pick bottoms and tops. Just follow the 200 and the 100. And when they disconnect, stay on the sideline until things get back in sync and in harmony. Uh, 621. Let's put some lines up here. 621. All right, so 21 was it right here, meaning the 200 and the 100 are out of sync. Good job, Adam. Now get the hell out of the room. I'm going to kick you out. So you made 150 points in 2 trades. It's time for you to go. That's it. That's a good day right here. Good for you for just jumping in. Good for you. All right. So the market is got out of sync and now back in sync. Yeah, it's definitely was a fast market. Yeah, you did very good on that one. You know, ending the week on a positive note like this uh, is refreshing. Market is kind of spastic here. If we break above 21 again, we will experience a captain setup long on the 100 NT Rinko. We're already seeing a 50 NT Rinko captain setup. 615, 615. That's an interesting price because that would put us in a captain setup. Switch trade on the 50 NT Rinko. Yeah, they want to suck me in. I know it. Here we go. Man, that's fast. I'm gonna cut my size to 2 contracts and play this game. Come on, baby. That's fine. I'll take that. It's a hundred NT wrinkle captain setup, but you have to be kind of careful how you approach this. You just have to have a new transitional zone building up right now. Well, oh boy, here we go. But you see, I mean, they're reacting very positively to this 100 NT Rinko captain setup long. And they put on a spear trade right here for higher prices. And that was a captain setup switch trade on the 50 NT Rinko. Yeah, here we go. I mean, they're liking this. They're liking this. See, another rotation right here, and that was a trigger trade for target number 3 move. The market is stabilizing here, especially with that captain setup long that they put on, plus the captain setup long with the switch trade on the 50 NT Rinko. Now, ultimately, you want to see a break above 657, 657, which is we were 2 points away from it, in order for the market, for me to be a bit more aggressive with sizing on the long side. Right now, I cut my size to like 2 contracts and just kind of took 5 points plus break even. So patience here, patience. It's early. It's not even 15 minutes into the day. I know the market made some serious moves, but we have a long day ahead of us. All right, so the 100 disconnect, or actually not disconnected. It went back into being connected with the 100, 200 into Rinko. So now the market is in sync on the short side again. So we experienced this captain setup. Okay, let me show you. So this way, you guys are not. I would like to put the 200 and 100 on the same chart, but I use this to execute. So you see that the 100 NT Rinko. So it closed down at 609. So the 200 and the 100 are back in sync. So now we should be looking for the shorts back again. But we need a fresh transitional zone. They're playing games. They're playing games. Yeah, they're playing games. Now it's out of sync. You got to see 95. You got to see 95 and it'll get back in sync. So you see how things are moving and how fast things are moving. There is value to being patient. Here we go, back in sync on the short side. Let's see if I can get a fresh T zone. Me waiting for that second T zone is what it's keeping me away from choppy price action. All right, all right. That's a beauty. Persistent price action on the short side. That pause that we experience in price action on the long side uh, was, just basically a pause, and now they're continuing the pressure. But it was a good one. I mean, Captain set up switch trade on the 50, Captain set up long on the 100, and it was a clean run back up that we took a small profit off of. But good job, Adam. Good job, man. Keep if you're doing well, just keep doing it. That's the key. All right. If we close this candle lower, no, no, no. Hold on, hold on. Nope, 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 nope. Here we go. Cancel that order. Okay, so the 200 and the 100 is out of sync again. Good job, Ryan. Brian Stone. Good job, buddy. Just keep it up. Keep it up. All right, well, we got here 557. So if we break 557, we're back in sync. Fast market 851. We got 9 minutes to the top of the hour. Here we go. And let's see if we can get some shorts in. I mean, they built up another one here. I was looking at a potential not spear trade, but a switch trade. I just need to start going in. I'm gonna wait till 9 o'clock, and after that first 9:15, and see how the market. I mean, we're down 300 points on Nasdaq right now. Things are not negative 450 on Dow Jones. Things are. There is blood in the streets. The market is short. The 200 and the 100 are in sync on the short side. This is a market that is bleeding, and we should just follow the trend. How is Gary doing? All right, so they're switching things around. ES, how is ES doing? I mean, it's just every rally is getting shorted right now as of this moment. I mean, we're extended on the short side, but I need to see ultimately a one candle reversal on the 200 NT Rinko in Nasdaq, which will subsequently affect ES, and ES would be Gary makes his money first 5 minutes. Well, 50 lots only. Okay. Yeah. Well, this is the kind of market where sizing, because it's so directional, yeah, you're putting on size can really work out for you. 71, 71. If we break 71, the market is disconnected. Right now, we have a cloud that is negative, I mean positive. So we're just going to have to wait. I have to wait. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we had 11 candles in a row uh, on the 200 NT Rinko. So that tells me of how the degree of extension the market is having. It could go lower. Could go 13. I've seen it go 22. So All right, so they're disconnecting. Let's see here. Yeah. So this is telling me that we're going to be experiencing some consolidation here. All right, so today it did okay. Yeah, so we have unemployment rates that came in earlier. 8:15 FOMC member William speaks. So he's been speaking for a while. Really not much. Well, 3 p.m. is consumer credit, and 7. Well, that's later on. 7 p.m. 7:15 p.m. FOMC member Ballard and Waller speaks on a Friday night. Who wants to listen to that garbage? All right, guys, let's just keep working here. They forecasted. Good morning, Frida. By the way, they came in at 3.6. They expected 3.5, kind of in line with their expectations. But it doesn't matter what the market, what our perception of that report is. I mean, it came in alignment, but just the sentiment right now is so negative. So even if it was good news, they're just dumping the market here. So the market is disconnected between the 200 and the 100. We need a price to break below 20 again before we start considering uh, a potential short. 609 and a quarter. 609 and a quarter is the price in which if we break above it, the market would be putting a 200 NT and 100 NT Rinko reversals, and that will pause the market, and then pullbacks can be buyable in a meaningful way. At least the market is putting a gap on a pause on this bleeding that we are experiencing. Well, we're already there. See how quickly we got there. We got there quick. So now pullbacks are buyable. That applies to ES, and ES is weaker than NQ, it looks like. But what we're looking for is a new transitional zone, meaning that's a transitional zone. They're disconnecting it right now, and we need them to come back and trade in this area around 74, 72, and establish a new transitional zone. If they break the 66, then forget about it. That's not gonna happen. All right, so we're disconnecting on. All right, and the 100 and the 200 is out of sync again. So hands off, no trades. So they're testing the strength of the longs here. And the longs are coming in. They're nibbling around these price action levels. I mean, you need a break above 95 in order for the longs to be in sync back up. All right. Now let's see if we can get a signal here. Okay. What we're looking for is a new transitional zone. So we need this one to fail and then to reassert itself. Okay. Here we go. They keep doing spear trades. They're not giving us I mean, just maybe the personality of the day. But that's kind of the spot right here where I, wanted to see a pullback and a reversal. But that's fine. We're doing the right thing in the right places. It's just we need an entry point that I'm committed to. Well, well, well. I know I'm gonna get a trade in. So you see how that one worked out? structure wise, 200 flipped in, especially Adam, at 206, market kind of came back in, or 609, excuse me. Uh, then the market came back in. They're disconnected and reconnected right here at the whole number 98. Then we were looking at that spot for a pullback and a reversal, so we could jump in on the long side. But the minute the market flipped on the 100 NT, the 200 NT Rinko, my sequence of thought process was, take the longs, take the longs, take the longs. That was a beautiful one, and look how strong that move is. The transitional zone kind of held on all the way from here all the way to that level. So it got around that spot, which is between target 1 and 2, and off you go. All right, 200 and the 100 are out of sync, and they're selling it here. That's fine. If the market close at 6, let's see here, 6, no, give me a second. 609. If we break 609, that would be the 200 NT Rinko flipping. There you go. Got very close. Yeah, you gotta break that 609. Here we go. All right, so the 200 and the 100 now are in sync on the short side. So we're getting a lot of parabolic moves upward. Then you're getting the shorts coming in a very aggressive way and slamming the price action. I'm gonna start to get aggressive here with my entries. Target number 3 is hit in the sequence. We're looking for a new transitional zone to build up, and hopefully before we sell off here. Okay. That's fine. That's good to see. All right. So there's a disconnect in price action. Let's see if we can get back in sync, which is a break below 96. That's good. And at 609 is what we're looking for. Wow, look at that. Captain set up switch trade short right here. Let's see if they hold on to it. No, they didn't. So an action point for me is to see 609. That would get the 200 and the 100 in sync on the short side. Good morning, GM. Good morning. How are you? Okay. Wow. So the 200 flipped here. That's some serious consolidation going on here. So no opportunity to go short below that 609, and the market reversed. So now we're looking back up at the opportunity of getting long. The way the price is moving is fairly trappy right now. Especially whenever you have um, this kind of behavior where one candle is up, second candle is down, then the third candle is a reversal, and we want to see how this uh, behavior is gonna end up materializing, because ultimately you want to see a follow through that takes you to 19 and potentially to 65. Now, if they close this candle lower, meaning coming into 606, 609, then you're getting yourself a captain setup short on the 200. And that would be very meaningful resistance area for lower prices. Right now, the market is out of sync between the 200 and the 100. We will be patient and wait. Was that the bottom for the day? Well, they made a low and they made a higher low. So for now, that is the area where they're, you know, okay, here we go. Let's see. Let's see. They're putting their foot down. That's what they're doing. The longs are putting their foot down and saying, no more, no more. Let's take a look at the daily. Oh man. Yeah, I mean they flushed it. I mean ultimately a punch to 894 can be critical for the longs. That's 200 points away from where we at. I gotta put myself in a trade, but I'm not gonna rush myself into it either. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, baby. Let's go. No, no, no. Don't do this to me. Hold on. I was so fast. It's not even funny. Come on, come on. All right. And two more up there. Thank you. That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one. Finally, we jump in. Finally, we jump in. And this thing is a screamer. Finally. Here we go. So, what did we do here? Holy crap, look at that. That is a runner. So, we made 1,600 bucks on that trade. So, we're up to 1772 for the day. And let's look for the next trade. The beauty of trading in harmony. Did you guys jump in on that one? Adam, Gary, Sheila, Yanis, anybody? I just jumped in on the spear and the trigger trade that they put on. I was like, okay, they've been really rewarding that. I mean, look where we at. Wow. Boom. They are gonna go and touch Globex. That is going to be a complete reversal in price action. We are not too far off from it. Man, look at that. Yeah, this is going to be a complete reversal, guys. Yeah, that would have been a good one for this trade, Randolph. But this is like my first trade of the like meaningful trade of the day. So I was just like, okay, I'll take my targets here and build up the day before I start taking more risk with. Yeah, but I mean, I took that two contract trade long for profit, and the second one long for that. I mean, it ended up paying me 1,600. So it's not a bad deal, but boy, it could have been a whole lot bigger just holding on to that transitional zone. But I would have had to make that choice ahead of that trade. Maybe next time. So market is look at that. What happened? They reversed it on the 200 NT Rinko. Wow. Hold on. I mean, that was a trade right here on the short side. Wow. God damn. You got in? That was a good one, Yanis. That was a good one. You have to sell. Yeah, you got to be careful trying to sell market in this environment. They will slip you silly. I was talking. I was talking to somebody, and I just took my eye off. Man, that was a really good trade right here. I gotta refocus here. There's too much money to be made here. Let's just be focused. Market is out of sync right now between the 200 and the 100. Damn. Oof. They got in sync here. Let's see if I can. What time is it? 9:23. Things are all over the place. This is shit crazy. Yep, I sure is. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, they're gonna get me. Ah, they got me on that one. All right, that's fine. They got me on that one. Yeah, the price action is just wild here. That's just wild. And look at that. I mean, it just literally to the top of that and reversed it. We needed to see a switch trade on that trade here. So let's see what they want to do. Okay, so that's where we're at. We're down 300 for the day, and let's just keep working. Market is out of sync on the 200 and the 100, and we need a break below 33. Sorry, I thought I was talking in the mic here. But selling pressure is on, and we have the market in sync on the short side. They put this transitional zone. Target number 4 is hit. I need to get a little bit ballsy with this market, be honest with you. I mean, look at that. I mean, I put my order. They are 4 levels under it and no fills. Okay. Like I cannot chase this stuff though. I don't want to chase this stuff. Wow. That's slipping. Yeah, so that captain setup. Yeah, they slipped me good on that one. All right. So we took 2 stops here, and we are just gonna pause and just wait to see how this market is gonna. Like like they slipped me like 8 points. Okay. So and the market is out of sync between the 200 and the 100 right now. 30, yeah, 35, 38. Wow. Okay. So let's see. Let's see what we're gonna do here. We are 22. Okay, so 19. So we need to break 19 in order for us to be interested again. I mean, I don't want to sit through a 20, 50 point stops here, but let's figure out what this market wants to do. I mean, if they break the 20, 21, that would be a negative behavior. I need to get short somewhere. Come on, for God's sake. There we go. Thank you. Woohoo! Thank you. That was a good one. That was a beauty. I needed that one. It was just getting silly how the price was acting, but got short, boom, filled on that one. So that paid us pretty nice. See where that puts us. So we're up 1392 on that trade. Really helped us out a lot. Okay, so let's just keep working here. One solid trade away from. Okay, so the previous idea of hitting Globex, I mean, they're putting the kibosh on it, basically. I mean, we got very close. Uh, the Bulls, put on a serious move back up here, but they ran into this captain setup short that triggered that wave of selling. So they're fading that into it. Now you really want to hold on to 659 and reverse to 759 in order for the idea of hitting Globex to continue to build up. Otherwise, you may see the 600 and the lows if this type of behavior continues. Come on, baby, let's go. Fill me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So that was a switch trade right here. That was a new transitional zone build up. I mean, everything kind of lined up, and we got paid on it. On with the next one. You can't keep a good man down. That's for sure. Can't keep me down. I'll keep coming. That's what's going to happen here. 1800 on that trade, and we made basically up 32.52. Let's keep playing. Let's keep playing that game. I may want to start letting some go, meaning let some of the slip some of my profit target a little bit further and just hold on to it through the life of the transitional zone. Yanis, I mean that's a good one right here. I don't know if you got involved in it or not, but that's just textbook. We all want to roll like Adam. See, I love that optimism. How we doing, Adam? I know you're having a big day. You're good up? Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, just be careful. This market is unforgiving. How is Gary doing? I haven't heard from Mr. Gary here. See, that's 32.52. Okay. Randolph, GM, Frida, Ken, how we're doing? And everybody on stream, if this is helping you out in any way, I'm glad that you're with us and enjoying the day trading. Um, make sure you like, subscribe, and that will help the stream get up there in the Google ranking. I do appreciate that if you do it. What's going on, Ken? How down a little bit? Yeah, the majority of these moves, Randolph, I kind of let it. Yeah. I mean, this sequence was a beauty for me. A switch trade right here, another switch trade right here, and the extension of the transitional zone was beautiful. So those are the trades that eh, we make a lot of money off of. Yeah, let's Ken, let's talk, man. We got to put you on the right track here. So hit me up later on. All right. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. We got to make some money here. Let's see. 682 and a quarter. 682 and a quarter. They have a captain set up short right here. We need to see a rally back up, and I'll short into that rally. And I need a little bit. I always prefer us getting a fresh transitional zone. So let me see if I can get that here. So I'm patient and I'm going to be waiting for that to happen. Yeah, see that? Okay, so at least they're disconnecting. And let's see if they're going to reconnect right here. Yeah, that's a good behavior. And let's see if I can put an order out. What am I doing here? Oh, hold on. That's the wrong order. Oh, man. Okay, let's see here. That's not nice. Okay. That's see how quickly that is. It's like I can't even move my order. All right, let's take that stop and move on. Yeah, this is a tough market. All right, if we break 21, I'll get back in. I'm telling you, 2 grand. Yep, we're up a grand. Let's just keep working, man. Let's keep working. Not an easy environment. Let's keep working. Okay, okay, okay. So they're playing. Okay. So the 200 flipped. Yeah, it's just too fast of a market, guys. It is. So you gotta this is a market that uh, has market risk associated with it. Obviously, I mean, but also it has system risk and momentum risk and slippage risk because your computer could fail on you in an environment like this a lot more, and also you got the idea of, I mean, last trade that slipped me like 9 points on 5 contracts on a stop. It's like, okay, that's crazy. All right, so here we go. We're getting a momentum move back up. So they're defending. The longs are defending. The longs are defending, and they are putting on a fight. They want to get up there. They want to get up to that Globex price action. I mean, we today may be a day in which we can get a complete reversal all the way up to Globex. It's just we have to position ourselves in a way, in a decent way here. Fast market though. Wow. Yeah, I'm getting my screen just pausing, and then the price is either like 20 or 30 points higher or lower. I don't know if you guys are experiencing the same thing, but uh, all right. If they break 807, that will set me up for a potential buy signal. All right, here we go. All right, so pullbacks are buyable back again, and I'm looking for a new transitional zone to build up. Let's see. They're disconnecting here. We need to protect 82. If we start breaking 82, then the market is disconnecting yet again, and here it goes. Yeah. So you're getting these like spikes, wild spikes back and forth. Let them do what they want to do here. I'm not gonna participate till things start to kind of get sane. ES is just built up a transitional zone short. Telling you, man, that is just okay. At least that one was not. They didn't slip me too much here. Yeah, that's just wild price action right here. Okay. So we're gonna pause our trading. I think the market is just too like like I went short here twice for a small stop, and the market's still stanking. All right, we're getting out of sync with this market here, and let's just be patient. Let's be patient. There's no sense in trying to get into a drawdown. So we're down 1100. Okay, here we go. Let's just keep working. Let's keep working. Keep keeping it small. Okay, 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 okay. Here we go. 807. If they break 807, which they did, and I'm gonna take pullbacks as a buying opportunity. All right, gotcha. Okay. Well, let's see what that's a target. All right. Good, good, good. That's good. That's good. They gave me my target. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And then they sell it off. It's the wild, wild west today. It is the wild, wild west. Let me see if I can get in again. 200 and the 100 are in sync on the long side, and that's why we're starting to go in on the long side. I think we're up for the day. Damn. Not an easy day for sure. Here we go. We're up 438. I'm almost tempted to call it a day. All right, so right here, they got in sync, and this was another in sync trade. Let's see if we can get another one in. Five minutes to the top of the hour. Thank you. Thank you. Give me some more. Give me some more. Thank you. I'm telling you, the Wild Wild West. Here we go. That's a good one. And they put a captain set up short on the 50 NT wrinkle and broke it. So you got that. You got the 200 and the 100 in sync. Everything is kind of lined up on long side right now. Let's see where we at. We should be up a little bit of money. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see. One good trade. One good trade. One good trade. So we got two in a row. And we just had to kind of a little bit on the wide side here of the stop. Ooh, okay. Switch trade right here. Wow, look at that. Yeah, and they got it and they took off. There's no way for me to get in this quick. That's a switch trade and they ran it up. Target number 2 is hit on that sequence. We are moving so ever closer to Globex. Globex is 84. So is everybody? Oh wow! Is everybody holding the line? Yeah, we're getting a little bit of noise going on here, and they're consolidating because they're probably anticipating that run up to Globex, and they're trying to fade against it, and that could be just a trap to get some shorts in. So, thank you, Brian. That's the only way to do it, my friend. Just if you don't have confidence in your trading, or a better word would be should have that much confidence in your trading. I appreciate the kind remarks right there for sure. But it didn't happen overnight, right? Nothing happens overnight. It's just years and years of tweaking and trying and failing and trying and getting it. See, many years back, I committed myself to trading. I was like, no matter what it is, I will, whatever it takes and how long it ever takes, and whatever I have to do to be a full time professional trader. So I burned all the bridges, I burned all the boats. I had no plan B. It's always been a plan A, become a professional trader. And that actually helped me out a lot because I had to kind of succeed somehow. I had to figure out a way to succeed. And that's it. You have to believe in your rules. You kind of make you're the one who makes them in a way. Like I make my rules, you make your rules. You have to believe in them because otherwise, what? It's a ship without its rudder. It doesn't go anywhere. My rules keep me in check. The system I developed is based on years of me looking for answering my own questions. Basically, this is a good. Yeah, here we go. That was a good one too. Um, Answering my own questions, and my questions are: how do I recognize if the market is long or short in a consistent manner? That's the first one. Second, what is a good premium trade and why, and what's the risk associated with it? That's question number two. Third, how do I get my mind in a place that is premium for a professional trader, meaning that it's a mind that attracts money, makes money, keeps the money, grows the money. That is a specific type of a mind that actually is does that. So what does it look like? How does it feel like? It, and basically simulate it and do it. So everything that you see here is always been a product of me asking a question and looking for an answer in the market, because I don't want to go back to work for somebody else. That's why. I just that's the goal for me. Was it's just I hated working for other people. I really did. I could not see myself doing it. And I did it for years. I was like, man, I just can't do it anymore. So trading was it for me, and I had to make it work. So where are we at? We are the market is still in sync on the short side, and we need to protect the 820. The 820 needs to hold up. If we break the 90, that will set us up for a captain setup short on the 50. Let's see if I can get in here. That could be a good one here. I just need a little bit. If a switch trade happens here, I'm in. Okay, this didn't happen. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, we needed a break. We needed a transitional zone basically down here in order for me to participate. And they're not building that. What surprises me on the 50 and T-Rinko, they've been putting captain setups and flipping them. Yeah, here we go. So they gotta break it down to 90 again. And if they don't, they don't. I don't participate. The 200 is short. So they are putting on these type of rotations. Okay. Yeah. Do that. I'll just jump in at 90. That's 89. Okay. So let me just do that. I will post an order because how the market is moving. So that's it right here. And I will wait for the market to get to, actually, it needs to be 89 and a quarter. 89 and a half, 89 and a quarter. We'll see. If they break the 16, I'm out of there. I'll cancel this order. And nope. They keep doing it. See how, here we go. Come on. You want to do it. I know you want to do it. I may have to take a little bit of risk on this one, but really? You got to be kidding me. I'm canceling that order. I mean, they really literally went right through my order. Wow. Tell me somebody got filled. I hope somebody got filled. It wasn't me. Oh, how did I not get filled on that? I was in there with like ahead of everybody. Enough of that, Adam. Enough of that. You know it does not. So you got filled? Wow, good for you, Adam. Good for you, man. I mean, I have a little bit of delayed quotes right now. It's just the market is fast. Well, I'm happy that you made some money. But you see that trade though? I mean, yeah, you couldn't have moved anything. But what got me to post my order there is you got a captain setup short on the 50 NT Rinko. It's a 6 prong captain setup. Okay, so take a look. It's right there at 89. If it closes, the 200 is in sync, the 100 is in sync. I mean, that's just a trifecta of good fortune. But you had to get filled. Man, very unfortunate. That would have been beautiful for me. Could have been like a 4 grand trade. All right. Well, it is what it is. We move on. And the 200 and the 100 is out of sync. And let's just keep on looking at this. It's 1013. And they are flipping the market back up. Okay. Well, yeah, that 50 NT Rinko. But it was, I mean, let me show you. It wasn't easy today, Adam. Okay. See that? I mean, there you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the sixth one just burst up. So I really needed to wait for that sixth candle to kind of close, and I had the cloud in my favor too. So there's a whole lot of things that were working for that trade, and hit target number one, flushed under it. A whole lot of good stuff going on here. And now look at what they did. They disconnected the market again. So we're waiting on it to reconnect. Where would that happen? If they wanted it to happen, oh, may not happen. Hold on. It will be in 83. 83. Here he is. Here is Mr. Brad. How are we doing, sir? Good to see you. So the 200 and the 100 now are in sync on the long side, and there is high probability that we will hit 882. And we have a stop on that idea at 755. That's just a big look. Yeah, I mean it's an interesting day, Brad. It is an interesting day. Oof. Here you go. They're pushing. They are pushing. All right, all right, all right. Okay, okay. Let's see if we can get something going here. Yeah, this market is. We're so close to that 82 Globex. We are just close to it, and that was a full and complete reversal from that higher low that they initially built up all the way to the top end of the cloud in the 200 NT Rinko, and now we are kissing Globex literally. And a new transitional zone, a switch trade, another switch trade. They ran it up. They're pulling it back here a little bit, but ultimately, you want to see prices above Globex. We are. I mean, they cha- I guess they flushed enough people to warrant a reversal, but that's where we're heading to. So if we look at the big picture of things, that captain setup is what held up the price. One, two, and this is the third time. So in this third time, really a break above that Globex is going to get us to 944.75, which is target number two of this sequence. We are in a channel higher right now, and that is, I mean, you could always call it channel number one right here. So we want to position ourselves for that long. That this idea will take a major pause if we break down to 785, and ultimately the 100 NT Rinko will flip first before that happens. So we will have an idea that this idea is no longer valid. But And here you go, right? Here you go. Boom. They established that transitional zone right here. Okay. So I know what's going on with me. I think I'm mentally checked out. I hate to say it, but I'm mentally checking out for the day. So let's take a look right here. How the day is ending for me, maybe. I mean, unless I see something interesting. It wasn't an easy day, but we kind of kept it kind of light and tight and just kept it moving. And we're up about $2,043 for the day, and I'll take it. And not a bad day for a Monday. I mean, for a Friday, excuse me. And since the beginning of the week, we made 58 decisions, and we are up 40,338.10. And we're running about a factor of 3.9 and a ratio of 1.37. Nuke, Duke 'em. I love that game, by the way. Uh, you're mentally checked out at 3,400. Anyway, commission, I paid him $1,600. That's not bad. My broker did not get too rich. And the majority of the money is coming out of the long side, but that's amazing, actually, considering the market is really selling off. But you, about equal percentages, equal number of trades, and took a lot more heat on the shorts than the longs. But anyway, that's that. That's the equity curve. These are the days in a couple of grand, 3 grand. Today's 2 grand. Then you got those two big days back to back that got us where we need to get us distribution. Distribution seems to be make money, give a little bit of back around that 10 o'clock area. And then lately it's been like that, where the last couple of hours has just been a money maker for me. Um, Trading weekly, that's trading. Yeah, that's not as important. So the question is a fundamental question: is what's working, and how can you work with it? What's working is a simple process in which I let the 200 and the 100 get in sync. Why? Because simply any big move in the market starts there, period. Okay? So when the 100 and the 200 is in sync, that is not necessarily a definition of an entry point. It's a definition of an environment that I want to participate in that direction. So that takes me to the next phase of the thought process is I got the 200 and the 100 in sync. I come here to the 20 NT wrinkle where I input my trades. Then I'm like, okay, can I get a fresh behavior? Because when the market on the 200 and the 100 gets in sync and in harmony, typically the market has moved significantly, and you don't want to just jump in anywhere. You want a fresh behavior, and the fresh behavior will come in the form of a disconnect of the transitional zone and a reconnect of it. So basically, this is the disconnect of it, but you wanted it to reconnect back up and give you another transitional zone. Then the entry happens there in the form of trigger trade, spear trade, switch trade, railroad, captain setup, the five different ones that we. So once that happened, it's just a function of managing risk and managing your sizing and and rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Well, good job, Nuke Dukem. Uh, I used to play that game all the time. But that's basically, in essence, the structure of the thought process. Like right now, what's happening right now? How am I gonna actually deal with it? 200 is long when we're trading around Globex, which is typically I try to avoid it like the plague. And then the market here on the 100 is disconnected. All right. I wait. I wait for what? I wait for the market to go to 2907 or the 200 going down all the way down to 833. One of those two things are going to happen. We can actually sell off a little bit more and still hold the integrity of the upward movement, but you cannot go below 34. Okay, so if we get to 907, what do we do there? We don't just jump into the market. We will have to kind of wait for a fresh transitional zone to show up. So let's look for that now. Let's get in here. 2043. Here we go. All right. 2043. See what the market is doing right here? It's doing the chicken dance. Chicken dance. That's the chicken dance right here. I'm not a good artist, as you can see, but that's the chicken dance right here, and it's typically around Globex. Nah, market just back and forth, touches it, gives you the impression of a failure, runs it back up. It's just going to be uh, if you ever see price action around those type of levels, you know that you need to kind of just give it a little bit of a little bit of time, a little bit of time. Give it a little bit of time. All right, so 34. Let's see if you're going to get to 34 because that will shift the market. Hmm. All right, it's about to close right here at 34. Yeah, here we go. So they closed it. So the 200 in Renko shifted now. So the 200 and 100 are in sync on the short side. They dunked this market. All right. So what do we do with that? We need a fresh transitional zone. What would that look like? It would look like in the form of a disconnect, meaning we're losing this zone right here, and that zone is really nice and big, and it just moved all the way to target number 3. So if we shoot up, and then we get back in and build a new fresh transitional zone, that would be what I'm looking for. So right now, so far they have not do it, but we cannot go all the way down to like target number 5 and then do that. Then I'm just not interested at that point. Really, a day like that, we should, it's constructive for huge moves. And the beauty is you're getting the beginning of a transitional zone, and look where we at. We are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 points, and we have not broken the transitional zone. That is very rare to see. That's a very rare thing to see. But that just tells you how emotional the market is. And it's not emotional on the downside either. It's just emotional on the upside. It's emotional on the downside. People are fighting left and right, trying to protect themselves in this market, and they are, uh, people are getting run over every way you could see it. So be careful, be patient, manage your risk, and keep a fresh mind. Not today, Adam, right? Ah, yeah, Nook. Once the market broke 880, that was it. That was the kind of line in the sand in the structure that told me, hey, listen, things are changing, and the momentum that got us over Globex is no longer is active, and there are a shift in the personality. So I knew that that part of it we needed to flip back up and go above 900 in order for the momentum to continue. And once that didn't happen, it's just a function of waiting for the 34 to show up. One of these things always happen. It has to happen. Excuse me. So 34, but 34. Okay. Well, I mean, you break 34. I mean, I have to get a structure that I can measure risk against because I get short right here. I am taking a risk from there all the way up to that level. And I just don't feel like I need to do that. I don't want to do that. I can handle it. I can start small and add here, add here, add here. And I will still be within the five lines of defense of a price movement. But I'm just simply taking a bigger risk. So why do that? I need the market to disconnect and reconnect because that gives me a fresh move and it gives me more room for a downside. So when they do this number right here, they are literally ripping everybody down. I mean, this is just like a mean, like you called it, a mean reversal. Typically, you don't get a price that goes down, what is that, 120 points without a single retracement in there. You just don't, that's not how that NQ works the majority of the time. But today is just it's the personality. And you almost have to see, yeah, you almost have to see the reversal before it happens, or ask yourself, where is my assumptions about the market will shift at what point and why, and have that in the back of your head before you even get into the trade. So this way you're not caught flat-footed. Like if if I see a break above Globex, which is a very bullish behavior, then my behavior is every pullback I'm going to buy, every dip I'm going to buy, because the market is going to go and reverse for the full day. And we're going to have a run up to 13,000. The market is set up for that. We have a channel, we have everything. Let's go. Every dip I'm buying. If that is the thought, then you are not prepared for what just happened. And what just happened is literally a wash up of everybody that took advantage of that run up or stayed in that run up. So you gotta stay on your tippy toes. You really gotta stay on your tippy toes. You gotta see them coming. So big picture stuff right here. It's 1040. So we hit the top end of the channel, and that's another reason actually that it got me to where I'm like, okay, I gotta be careful right here. And then the 88 happened, then the 34 happened, and now we're all the way down to the bottom of the channel. You would expect a bit of defense going on right here, but that's just an assumption. I how would it look like? The first thing that they need to do is to break above 770. Why? Because that will disconnect the 200 from the 100. Then you may, through passage of time, build the base to mount a rally that could get us all the way up to 811, which closes the 200 in T wrinkle. So that is the first step, what the market is doing. And there's another thing that I just saw. A captain set up long right here at 45. So that is a base in which the market can push against toward the defense of this level. So the longs cannot lose 726 right now. And if we break above the 770, which we're not too far away, then the market is disconnected. And now pullbacks will have a solid support against that level. Then ultimately, if I'm going to stick to, be conservative, basically, I would need to see 809, let's call it 810, to happen. If that happens, then now I have an environment in which I need to go long into. If all of that happens, I can go to the 20 NT Rinko and ask myself a question. Okay, how can I participate? And can I get a fresh transitional zone to measure my risk and momentum? And also, what kind of signal that it's happening there. But right now, none of that is happening. I'm just saying, I'm seeing the market 10 steps ahead. And I'm saying, okay, if all of this happens, what would I do? And if it doesn't happen, what would I do? How would I measure my risk each way? So ultimately, the market will not, it cannot do anything that would surprise me because I have a plan for every aspect of it. All right, guys. So we're about like 15 minutes before the top of the hour. We're pretty much are done for the day. And if this stream helped you in any way, um, can I do me a favor and subscribe to our channel? Like the stream if you enjoyed it. And I hope and wish every single one of you made money today. So we're going to keep talking about this market and keep. I mean, here we go. I mean, they put another transitional zone on the short side and flushed it with the spear trade. Adam, you just look at the 200 and the 100 and follow that. It will save you so much hassle. That's the first thing. Second, uh, always look for the second transitional zone in a move. Like right now, I would look for a break below that 35, then a signal in that zone for me to get in. That's just one of the setups. Okay, here we go. I'm not taking any more trades, but I'm gonna just kind of explain this here. All right, here we go. So we need a rally back up. All right. Let's see if we can get another candle here. So that's the short with a stop against 44. And you're looking for 30 and or the 50 stop. So one of those stops right there. Yeah, they're definitely fluctuating here. But we're looking for a protection against that 60. And yeah, they're bouncing all this thing all around. So let's see if they can come back in and give us another one. Let me just play around with it for a couple of contracts. Let's see here. That's noisy. All right, so they're building a transitional zone on the upside, so we're not taking that trade. What time is it? It's 10:48. Let's see. We've made a big move, so let's see here. All right. We need another transitional zone lower. We're not there. And they got to protect 70. I'm going to call you he because I wouldn't know else to call you. I would say we are in a critical point here in Nasdaq, which is SPY and Nasdaq. They're behaving the same way today. Is you gotta see a bit of a reversal here, and we need to see we're at the bottom end of the channel. So they need to protect it, and they need to take it all the way up to 808, and that will set the stage for another attempt at glowbacks. If that happens, as SPY will be back in business on the long side. But where we at is a very critical level. So they disconnected the market, the 200 and the 100 out of sync. They put on a potential continuation trade right here and failed it with this sequence. So you got to manage your risk. And we're getting a bit of a push here. All right. They're defending the bottom end of that channel, that's for sure. So they had that one more shot for a continuation trade, and they reversed it. And we are very close to that '09. If we hit that level, then the market is getting in sync on the long side. We're not there yet. So let's take a look at ES. I mean, look at how ES was behaving. Globex is right here at 46. Consolidated, came in, shifted the cloud, ran and gave us a transitional zone number one, transitional zone number two, and then came in with a switch trade right here. And that was the key to that behavior, is this right here. And then huge drop, disconnected, reconnected, and now the market is kind of in a very tight, not a very tight, but consolidation right now. So guess what? The 100 and the 200 is in sync on the short side in NQ. So what are we looking for? We're looking for the market to disconnect here and reconnect. Yeah, that's not, if you're long, that's not what you want to see. You don't want to see the market reverse this quickly. You don't want to see this type of shadow. Like we got very close, but it's not, close is not enough. You have to get there. And getting there is important. So what does that mean? That means we need to see the 809. Because if you break the 810, then you have a structure that you could base your risk off of. Just you get close to it, then boom, you fail. That's almost like a confirmation of the short. Actually, it is, because everything got back in sync at 60 anyway on the short side. 60 right here. So what do I do with this? Simply, I am looking for the market to go back up and give me a new transitional zone lower. If it does that, then that's actionable for me. Yeah, I see why my quotes are slower, because I have like 10 different applications running that I didn't need to have on my computer. Let's delete this stuff. All right. Hmm. Yeah, if this candle closes lower, that's an entry, and I can add to it if it gives me a transitional zone. So this candle needs to close at 35. Okay, didn't. That's fine. No action. Here we go. Another switch trade right here would be interesting. I'll keep it two contracts. I'm not gonna give it any more room. That's it. It's either gonna happen here or it's not gonna happen. Ooh, sneak. They were sneaky. They're sneaky with it. That's fine. Yeah, they never really built up that transitional zone here, and they built it right here on on the selling pressure. So I was as a little bit on the very conservative side with my stop. Just don't want to give up too much of my day. But selling pressure is continuing. 200 and the 100 is in sync on the short side, and the market just rotating. When we look at the big chart, sneaky bastards. Here we go. The channel is not holding up here, so they have another chance to really reverse it. But ultimately, the full stop to this whole rotation is 635, and if we break below that, then that's it. Yeah, so I'm done for the day. Uh, let's see where that is gonna take us to. Yeah, here we go. Give him back 300, and so we're up at 1725, and we're gonna call it a day. Not a huge day, but it's a good day. I take what the market gives me and move on. Not necessarily like, oh, wow, I'm actually at 50% today, which is not the best of numbers. But guess what? My winner's a lot bigger than my, not even a lot bigger either, but they're bigger than uh, my stops, and that made the difference. Let me see on the big. Yeah, so I'm at 1257 on my average win versus 876 on the average stop. That make a difference. And when you're running at 50%, if your average winner is more than your average loser, you're making money. And if you're about 1.43, almost like half, 50% higher, and you're running at 70, 80%, then that makes a huge difference on your bottom line. And that is a wrap for me, guys. Good day. And we took what the market gave us. We managed risk as best as we can, and we could. Following the 200 and the 100 was a lifesaver for me every day. Keeps me out of trouble. Even if I take stops, typically are managed ES. So ES and Sheila, ES is the same thing that you're experiencing in NQ. They are disconnecting, and they're rallying pretty hard here actually. So they're disconnecting right here. So the shorts, they need to find another transitional zone that looks like this. Okay, that's what we're looking for. The market is in order for me to be interested in a long scenario in NQ, I mean in ES, we have to break 41.22. Then we need a pullback that holds, making a higher low. Then I can take a look at a decent, uh, entry point for a rally. Then I'll be looking for the transitional zones to come in for my entry. Now you're seeing that they disconnected here and reconnected, but they're reconnected on the upside. So the buyers are stepping in right now. They are stepping in, and actually on NQ we're at 782. That would be a reversal candle. So that would be critical for the longs to hold the line with that rally. We have the rest of the day for the market to do a lot of things. And they showed the capacity to come to Globex, and I wouldn't put it past them if they put that attempt back again. Here we go again on NQ. They reversed it. They reversed the candle, and that was critical. Their first attempt at doing this failed, and this is the second attempt at it. And be honest with you, whenever you see this type of behavior, we are heading toward 841.75 and potentially Globex again. So I will be looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity on both NQ and ES. But it's not gonna be anywhere. So in ES, I would need a new transitional zone, basically the failure of this one and the resumption of it. And in NQ, the same thing, and we may even get that fairly soon here. Yeah, they close this one here. Here we go. That's an entry at 83. And boom. Target number 3. And here we go. That's it. So you need a close at 79. I mean, at 790. And or a flip here at 85. Here we go. And that's an entry for a push higher into the 95 and 800. Here you go. So you got your 5 points. You're breaking even and you're looking for that push. And here it comes. And boom. That's the trade. So now you're constantly looking for this type of behavior to continue till we hit the wall and the market will reverse. Then we can take a look at it again. But we are gearing ourselves up to go to 841.75 and eventually going back to 882. I mean, look how beautiful this transitional zone is building. But that was the entry point, and you know this thing is running up as we speak. All right, guys, I'm good. I'm done. It's a Friday. Um, start enjoying your week. Trading is trading, but we made enough money for the week, and we will be back doing the same thing Monday morning. All right. You guys have a good one. Have a blessed weekend. Stay safe. And remember, precision is a decision, right, Gary? Precision is a decision. Learn that one in archery. And see you Monday. Have a good one.